have the camera holder now. Do you want coffee now?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what kind of morning you're having.
Rude.
Good morning. YouTube. This is the... I don't know what we're going to call this episode just yet.
It's gonna be Meet the Haselmayers.
Meet the Haselmayers?
Mm-hmm.
Our dating life?
No.
Not...
Nope. Maybe.
What? Some of the things I wanted to cover in this kind of opening scene here is, one, who we are, what we're doing, and why we're doing this. And this is kind of our first step into YouTube. We've done things like podcasts and Instagram content, we've written books. What you're going to see on this channel, because that's very interesting. And that was a lot of what kind of delayed us, I think, because we were so anxious about, what are we going to talk about, what are we going to show people. If you really boil it down, we are a normal family that lives in the suburbs that is chasing this dream of, what would you call it? Real food. It's raising up daughters in a world that is so crazy bent on diets and misinformation around health, like wellness. It's been a crazy journey as it's been even the last 10 years.
The way I see YouTube working out, or the way I see us fitting into the YouTube space and community is, one, the homegrown community is already this amazing, beautiful group of people all over the country and the world. And so we're just plugging in, especially for people who aren't on Instagram, but they're on our email list and they listen to the podcast, right? Now we get to be with them, right? Yeah. We get to post videos weekly, show them our faces, hang out, tell them what we're learning, and I feel like we're reaching out another arm. And now we're like, hey, YouTube, we're here.
So what today, for this episode, what does today look like?
So today is just going to be our life.
So making the sausage. Can you just cook this up?
Oh yeah, can you cook that?
Like you were drinking it first. Before my eye.
That was going to be pizza dough.
Oh, okay.
Fed. We'll do pizza.
I like to see these Is it you're talking about?
Do you think Zen wants to come back on the podcast and talk about appeal? Have you even heard about this?
No.
Appeal?
No.
It's this wax coating they put on produce that's now being allowed to use on organics. Even though it's a Bill Gates funded project. Make sure it doesn't go in here. We just need a standing episode every 3 to 6 months.
Check in.
Zen. goes.
Dad, I want you to come to our fun lesson.
I'll come to your swim lessons.
Bye, Daddy.
Doing some sausage, Ray? Nice. One more. Good? Don't touch it with your hand. Yep, good job. Nice work. Nice work. Alright, so we just left Ruthie's Cairo appointment. It was good. How'd you feel about it? She was quiet the whole time. And we have to head home because we have a full day ahead of us.
Mama, I just want to go to my swim lesson.
And we have swim lessons later. Alright, so we just got home from the chiropractor and I thought it was a good idea to stop and get like a little treat. There's our favorite coffee shop is just down the road from our chiropractor's office. And let me tell you, it's one of those moments I regretted as a parent because we walked in, they had baked goods only, which was fine. That's what I was expecting. No one could decide what they wanted. I thought maybe we'll sit down at a table and eat quickly and quietly because there's like people working and very few tables that would seat 5 people. So, you know, of course we had to sit next to someone that was like on a call and my kids are like making the loudest noises with their chairs. You know when your kids just don't fit the environment? Not saying they never would. In a different mood or a different time of day, they would have been great. We would have had a blast. One of the things in parenting that I have found is that I have to match my kids' reality to the situation. And when those two things don't match, it's like ridiculous, unneeded chaos. Like, why do I need that chaos? I honestly shouldn't have stopped. Or I should have gone through like a drive-thru or something where we could have just zipped home. Because that was stressful. I didn't like that. So we just wrapped up our evals that we do at the end of each year. But our farm order did get dropped off while we were doing our eval, so I'm going to go out to our front porch and collect our farm items.
This is House.
Yep. Eggs and our veggie box.
Hey, where's our veggie box?
It's right there. I'll carry that in. You can get 2 dozen eggs from the box back there. 2 dozen.
How do I know to get?
1 carton is a dozen. You need 2 of those. You're gonna carry those in? You got them? Don't drop them, sister. Before I go in, I'll show you what I got. It's better lighting out here anyways. Put the camera down a bit. I will show you what I got here. I got complimented on my shirt today too. Pasture raised over pasteurized raw milk, everybody. Cucumbers, 2 of these. Giant gorgeous. Really great. All of this is organically grown, but not certified organic, which is fine. Beautiful salad. Tomatoes, last one. Grab that. Then we got onions. We got potatoes. We got heirlooms, and I don't know what this is. Squash and zucchini. And a last minute add-on was a watermelon. So all of this will probably be supplemented by stuff that we already have in our fridge, and if we have to run out for something specific, we can. This tomato is not looking so hot, but this is a great amount of produce. Like, we would go through one thing of potatoes for one meal, so this is not exactly an entire week's worth, but enough where I feel like I'm supporting the local farmer, and it's just amazing produce. There we go. Okay, we just got home from running Sophia to my mother-in-law's office, who's also a holistic practitioner, to get ozone in her ears. If that sounds crazy, I know, it's fine. I didn't get any footage of it because I was stuck in the car with my napping 3-year-old. So I thought, well, I'm going to go home and make coffee. I will tell you about it instead. We get questions asked all the time about our coffee setup, and here's the deal. We love pour over. We absolutely love it. We started, like most OGs, with a classic Chemex. The thing about this is that for me, it just was losing heat too quickly. So then from the Chemex, we moved to a double wall insulated glass pour over from Fellow, which this piece had a top to it. This was the top piece to it. Unfortunately, I dinged the glass kind of decanter thing on the sink and it shattered, which was a huge bummer. So we had still this pour over top portion of it, which looks like this. Is stainless steel, a silicone kind of gasket here. We had that still, and then we were like, well, what can we use to brew into that's going to keep it really warm? Well, then a thermos. So this thermos is just from Amazon, super cheap and simple, stainless steel interior, and we've been loving it. So once we brew on top of here, then we just screw the lid on and it's good to go. Anyways, so we just went to, like I mentioned, my mother-in-law's office, who is a holistic practitioner. And this just reminds me, because today's been so crazy. We've been like doing so much. This is not our everyday, but it happens to be the day that I'm filming a day in the life. It's just a really good reminder. We recently recorded a podcast episode of the Homegrown podcast where we're talking about this idea of opting out and how we can pursue health and wellness in ways that are outside of the traditional, outside of the norm, outside of the regular. Because we're opting out of pharmaceutical first medical care, just that framework of always going to pharmaceuticals first, not saying we don't utilize them when needed, but that's not our go-to, doesn't mean that you're not taking care of your body. It actually oftentimes means you have to work a little bit harder.
I have to put this thing on so I don't forget it.
You have shoes on?
No.
Let's go, Mama. Go.
Back. Oh, there it is.
You gonna help Daddy?
I'm working on a podcast.
Our Kitchen to Yours. I'm your host, Liz Haselmayer, along with my husband, Joey.
Good afternoon.
And together we hope to inspire, educate, and equip you in your pursuit of true nourishment.
Get this in.
How long is it?
Are you going to be able to write the...
It's pretty long.
15 minutes? You're making that up.
Hour 42.
Oh wow, it's a longer episode. I'm
See,
gonna
I was close.
go. You said hour 15. I'm gonna go for a walk. That'll be okay.
A rock.
Yeah, my backpack.
Exploring it now. Next Homegrown podcast on the way.